Hi, everybody. Today's gospel reflection comes from the 5th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you." The Beatitudes, some of the most familiar words of the Gospel of Matthew and also of the Sermon on the Plain in the Gospel of Luke. We know them well. I even have added one that I joke about all the time. Blessed are the flexible, for they are not bent out of shape. But oftentimes I've heard these talked about as some sort of like lists of to-dos. And I would like us to really pay attention to Jesus. He did not say, blessed if. He said, blessed are. He is describing reality. And for once, I believe Jesus is not asking us to do anything. I think he's asking us to examine how we see the world. What lens are we looking at the world through? Is it one of judgment and shame and scolding, or is it one of righteousness and joy and grace? And also thinking about the way in which our world is kind of what we laud, what we celebrate, what we hold up, usually has to do with success. And success looks like having a lot of whatever it is, whether it's money or status or fame. And yet Jesus describes a different reality. He talks about that downward mobility, not upward mobility. And so I like to think about these as the blessed ares, not the blessed ifs. And so as we think about what it means to be a follower of Christ, what it means to be human, how might we begin to see with these eyes and hear with these ears of God and of Christ? To see differently the way the world is. Listen again to these words. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. The reality is we as a community have seen this time and again, and in my incredible privilege of serving as a priest in this community, I have seen those who mourn be blessed, and I have seen them be comforted. It is the reality of community. So I think the call of this gospel is not to do something, but to examine how we view the world, how we view value. What do we bless? What do we hold up? Today may be a chance for us to just push pause on the race and really examine our worldview, how we see the world. Remember, it's not the blessed ifs, it's the blessed ares. Amen.